to the Fallout New Vegas Perfect playthrough. This episode will be centering around Bitter Springs, but we're actually going to go dip our toe in the Freeside again. Not an official Freeside visit, just dipping our toe to get Arcade to highlight a interaction that I think most people don't know about, but it's a very interesting one. Arcade, another one of the companions. Great companion.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one.
What kind of research?
Oh, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
What's the goal?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
You don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speaks?
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
Do you know much about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers, before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
And where did you learn that?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
And nihil what?
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
The interesting point about Arcade Gannon's research is that we end up making stim packs out of Brock flower and Xander root. And the locals have figured that out with their healing powder, which is made out of Brock flower and Xander root. So just an interesting little comment on Arcade. And why do you do research instead of providing medical assistance?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Why don't you come with me?
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
And this is another possible confirmed bachelor check. But we have the speech necessary. Things are bad around here. I'd like to make a difference, and I'd like you to help me.
That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but Caesar taking control isn't part of the solution. Fair?
Fair enough. Yeah, we ain't helping the Legion, Arcade, so you don't need to worry.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Okay.
Fine, ignore me. Just don't ask me to reattach your arm when your pet murder machine goes into search and destroy mode.
I'm not
Arcade,
exactly
of course.
mercenary, but taking out scumbags of this magnitude wouldn't cause me to lose any sleep.
Arcade, of course, does not like EDE because EDE is related to the Enclave. Now, we're actually going to be without EDE for a bit, so we're going to take some stuff with us. I can't anticipate needing the shovel. Oh, actually, I can anticipate needing the shovel. So, we're gonna take that stuff, and we're gonna give it to our new buddy
Sure,
Arcade to
just don't
hold
treat me
on.
like a packed Brahmin.
Oh, Arcade has some stim packs as well. So, you can hold on to the shovel for me. And this beer. Why the hell do I have this beer? But yeah, and you can hold on to some of this purified water. And these weapon repair kits. Thank you, Arcade. And the reason that we're getting rid of this stuff is because a certain follower has asked us to take a look at EDE. April Martimer.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot.
I always give EDE to the followers. One, for the lore reason, but also the followers increase EDE's damage, which I prefer to increasing his armor. What would you like it for?
I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood.
Why don't you want the Brotherhood to have it?
The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves and using what they find to protect themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent. I have no doubt that they plan to use the data for weapons research.
And what are you gonna do with it?
First, I'm gonna pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work.
And can you tell me about the followers?
There are plenty of people here to talk to you about us and our mission. Let's get to brass tacks and talk about that robot.
Fair enough. Alright, you can take EDE for a little while.
Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
I cry every time I miss EDE. But that was just us dipping our toe into Freeside. We're not going to go in here in earnest yet. We're going to head out to Bitter Springs. And during the last episode, at the very end, I showed you the route I take for ammunition. I skipped over Alexander. He's also part of the route. He slipped my mind. And Contreras is worth mentioning, but as we've seen from this playthrough, he is way in the back of Camp McCarran through, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 loading screens, which are admittedly extremely fast on next gen. But still, that's a lot of loading screens to go through and a lot deep in there. So he's usually not part of the route. Unless the route's goal is to get some 308 ammo. Then I like to go to Contreras because he has a lot of it. So yeah, we're going to head out to Bitter Springs. And we're not taking Boone with us because our plan is to first reinforce Bitter Springs and complete all of its surrounding quests, and then bring Boone in, and then take on the masses of Legion that will attack us in I forgot to remember to forget. And is this the right building? Ah, there's the building we're looking for. This is just a little dilapidated building that has some noteworthy loot. But you gotta be quick. Also, guaranteed 9 iron spawn, one of a few. If you are interested in that sort of a thing. But yeah. Very trap heavy building. And here is a lock that we're going to, I guess, struggle with. There we go. And the noteworthy loot here is the sniper rifle. We'll take some scrap electronics too. And you know what? This was pretty good. True police stories are very good for a crit build. Where the hell is T? Crit chance +5. And they last for a while, especially with comprehension and then our Logan's loophole build, but we decided, and by we I mean I, decided not to go in with the true police stories because there's only a limited amount, and then you're incentivized to take that, I think there's like a magazine making perk, and you gotta take comprehension, and I didn't think it was I didn't think the juice was worth the squeeze on true police stories, but it is very good. But I figured it was good enough in its base form for us. Will he talk to us? No. Sometimes they go, the Kaiser has marked you for death. Prepare for battle. And other times... Oh, that was quick. Oh, yes. Another challenge completed. But as you can see, we are... What the fuck?! Oh no! Ah, what a brutal way to end. I should have switched to the anti-material rifle. Anti-materiel. Alright, well, that's no big deal. We actually were not that far from our last save. I didn't take them seriously because we've been so successful against Legion assassin parties. I will just loot that building off screen again. No major loot there, and I'll probably end up selling that sniper rifle to the gun runners. So should be good. Yeah, but we have our oh, you know what? We don't even have our weapons hotkeyed, or at least our anti-material rifle. And we'll go to the explosive rounds out of respect for the Siege's Legion Assassin party. Yeah. That shows, though, that while our build is good, we are still missing the final piece, which is Implant GRX. And once we get that, we shall truly be unstoppable. And while we will be heading to Bitter Springs, there are here, we'll kill him. There we go.
For death, and the Legion obeys. Ready yourself for battle.
That's actually good because we haven't gotten that dialogue yet. Yeah, you know what's good? These explosive rounds. Oh shit, that guy's throwing a lot of fucking grenades. He's getting away. This always reminds me of Django. Oh, I missed. There it is. You don't need to be that accurate with the explosive rounds. You know, Django Unchained. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Just snipe him. We keep on hitting these weapons, though, which impacts our profits. But, oh, we got the Centurion right away. I guess I will go back and forth between classical and church Latin as it suits my fancy. But we'll basically be following the road to Bitter Springs and not doing much off-the-path exploring. Just because there's a lot of death claws, and I kind of like to do all the death claws at the end with the max level character and like hunting them around. And I'll probably just have a death claw hunting episode at the end, which will be fun. And then there's some Night Stalkers up there, but that's where the legendary Night Stalker is, which will also probably be a hunting-related episode. And Brotherhood of Steel shacks around here, but we're just gonna focus on sticking to the road. If something comes at us from the road, we'll get it, but we're mainly going to Bitter Springs. Boone's quest is one of those quests you really want to complete before the karma reset, the reputation reset with the Legion and NCR. As you kill a lot of Legion during it. Interesting fact I learned about the Deathclaws over at Gypsum Train Yard. Apparently they don't count for the Deathclaw Pro Hunter Challenge. That was kind of a little bit of a bummer for me. But we're going to have to go after the Deathclaws at Quarry Junction specifically. Oh god, arcade. Oh, you young Deathclaw. I mean, look at the riot shot. It's good. Yeah. And, so that's it, the plan for this episode. Now, the plan for next episode, I'm super excited for next episode. I might even record it right away because I'm so excited. Is Old World Blues. I don't know if you're paying attention to our character, but we've been sitting at 97 guns and 6 strength. And if you look at our riot shotgun, requires 100 guns and 7 strength. And our anti-materiel rifle, 100 guns and 8 strength. And the way we're going to improve those stats is from Old World Blues. So I like to do it a little early. Plus, I'm pretty sure you can finagle it so you can wear the trivalence radii healing thing. And we will check out the cap counterfeiting shit. Ah! Oh, good work, Arcade. Absolutely destroyed that Cazador. Because it's right off the beaten path. Cazadors that fly around so much freak you out. Freak me out. But yeah, so we're going to be going to Old World Blues. I would say a little sooner than most. Just because it makes your character so much stronger. And oh yeah, I was saying that trivalence radii thing, you can wear it at the same time as a hat. I think it takes like the glasses slot or something. Multiple star bottle caps here, as you can see. And then multiple counterfeit bottle caps. But yeah, and tons of Sunset Sarsaparilla. So I guess he was comparing to the real thing here. But yeah, I love Old World Blues. I will obviously talk about it more in the next episode. But next episode will pretty much just be all dialogue. So, yeah, it'll be a good one. And there it is, Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor. Gotta get all those skill books we can, even though we're not really leveling barter all too much. But yeah, we're doing Old World Blues. How are you, Arcade? He's a little hurt, but he'll live. So yeah, we're not gonna try and anger any more Cazadors. But yeah, Old World Blues next episode. This one might have to run a little long as we do all of Bitter Springs. But after, it'll be worth it. And can't miss out on this place, the recreation area. Because the office not only has a star bottle cap. Has 2 star bottle caps. And it not only has 2 star bottle caps, but it has tumblers today. We always want tumblers today. Look at how high our lockpick is getting. Oh, it's broke 2 bobby pins this playthrough. This is personal worst. But yeah, gotta have the skill books. Gotta. Our skills are in such a good spot, by the way. We're gonna be, we can hit all the checks we want now. All we gotta do is just grab the right gear. So we are doing really well. As you can see, over there is a ranger station. So right before we head to Bitter Springs, we're gonna head over there, as we are still in the process of upgrading all the ranger stations. And I try not to jump ahead in my New Vegas playthroughs. What the fuck? Where is Arcade's just toasting Cazadors, I guess, on his own. Yeah, I try not to jump ahead. I try to play things as I get to them in the playthrough. That's my style. That's the perfect playthrough to me. Is doing things as they come up and trying to like efficiently plan routes so there's as little backtracking. And yeah, that makes the Return to Sender quest a little tough. As that one takes you out to the ass end of the Mojave multiple times. So it might be unavoidable. But there we go, there's our junk door. And there's our comms officer.
Almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I haven't heard that line before.
You're here to sell something. We don't want any.
Sergeant Reyes sent me. I've got a security update for your radio.
No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need any more damn ammo. Wouldn't mind more water, though.
Huh. Why don't you use your radio to fix your supply situation?
You think I haven't tried? Every time I do, Camp Golf acknowledges the situation. And soon after that, more ammo.
How are your water supplies right now?
We're not gonna die of thirst anytime soon, but I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Since you have extra, could I have some of that ammo?
It's not my call to make. You'd have to clear it with Ranger Erickson.
And what do you do out here?
This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we're the first line of defense. You won't find much in the way of civilization east of here. South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been silent for a while now.
Interesting. We will check out Camp Guardian. And I always like this poster. You are his bitch. Oh, a lot of these posters, and I think this one included, are styled after real-life World War II posters. Like these types of posters.
What brings you to Ranger Station Bravo?
Tilden mentioned you had surplus ammo. Mind if I have some?
You're not stationed here, but your rep with the NCR speaks for itself. It's mostly rifle rounds, but I'll throw in a few boxes of pistol ammo. I really shouldn't be doing this for you, but there's no way we're going to use all of this or be able to carry it with us.
There you go. See, NCR respects me. What do you do out here?
We're here to make sure the Legion doesn't try to sneak around Lake Mead and come at NCR from another direction. Yep.
Alright. I'll see you later. And interestingly enough, you see all their ammo is marked as stealing. But their dwindling supply of purified water is free for the taking, so I will take it. Even though they specifically said they're worried about it. Also, we hear from this, how more radio trouble going through Camp Golf, huh? Interesting. There's a few more things to do out here that we will get to. Don't you worry. But we will get to them post Old World Blues, as I really want to get that started. And yeah, that's the way I like to do the DLC, because the order can be whatever order you desire it. And I like to get Old World Blues done early and get all my strength upgrades and skill books that I've built my character around for efficiency. Story-wise, though, you probably want to go Dead Money before Old World Blues, but I've seen arguments in either direction. My plan for this playthrough is, after we do Old World Blues, we're gonna check around North Vegas, West Side, Free Side, and get all that stuff done. And then right before heading into the Strip is when we'll go for Honest Hearts. So, as for the plan, that is it right now. And as you see, Bitter Springs is sort of a torn down refugee camp with only a few soldiers. The flag is hanging upside down, and
It's a shame what happened.
we'll get a sitrep what's going on.
I understand arguments about the fog of war, but that can't be much consolation to the survivors, or to the NCR soldiers who have to live with what they did here.
And of course, a sympathetic comment from Arcade, as usual. What a nice fella. And now let's talk to Captain Giles, who has gone insane and is typing on a phantom computer.
Never expected someone as famous as you to turn up here. What can I do for you?
See, the NCR's so nice to me. What is this place?
This is the Bitter Springs refugee camp. We've been maintaining it for a few years now, ever since Caesar's Legion started seriously pushing west. Most of the people here were displaced by the Legion's advance. At first, there weren't many, but lately it's been more than we can handle.
Why are there so many Great Khan tags around the camp?
This whole area used to be a Great Khan encampment before they relocated to Red Rock Canyon. We just haven't had the manpower to clean it all up yet.
Why is the flag upside down? Which we noted earlier.
It's a distress call. This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen.
What can I do to help?
At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. As if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people.
Where would you get new troops from?
I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better there. Maybe if their situations improve, they'd have men to spare. Or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR.
What kind of supplies?
Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of supplies regularly. But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months.
How can I help with medical supplies?
You'll want to talk to Lieutenant Markland about that. He's our medical officer. He should be down at the medical tent now.
And what's this about someone killing refugees?
It started about 6 months ago. At first it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was refugees. Then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in one of the caves up in the mountains. But I don't have enough men to send out looking for him.
All right, well, we will work on that.
Good luck.
So first, let's show off why we brought Arcade and deal with this medical supply issue.
Hello. Wow. Hey, it's you. What are you doing in Bitter Springs?
Captain Giles said to talk to you about medical aid for the camp.
Hey, if you can help, I'll take whatever I can get. Doctor's bags would be a huge help, but what I really need are medical texts. I'm not trained to deal with major psychological trauma, and we've got a lot of kids in this camp.
And then because we have Arcade with us, we can say, my friend here is a doctor. Maybe he could give you some training in those areas instead.
Yeah? Hey, sure, that would be fantastic.
And then it fades to black as Arcade teaches him about child psychology.
Thank you, that was very helpful. I don't think I'll need those books after all.
There you go. So, little Arcade interaction that is very niche that I always like to do. Because it's fun having the companions be involved. And here are some doctor's bags. I will get the challenge shortly. The universe where I got the challenge was deleted. I brought you these doctor's bags. I hope they help.
Thank you. This will keep us well stocked for a good long while. I think that should just about cover us. I really don't know how to thank you. Your bringing me these supplies saved a lot of people.
And basically, if you say don't sweat it, you get karma. I don't care about karma. We're swimming in positive karma. If you be an asshole about it, you lose karma, but you get more of a reward. But I don't know. I don't want to be an asshole. So I just pick the middle option to get a little bit of stuff. Well, if you've got a surplus, maybe you could spare a little medicine.
Oh yeah, sure. I think I can spare a little. Here. And thanks again.
So there you go. He gives you 2 stim packs and 4 Rad-X.
Just as a
And
warning,
2 Radaways.
my covert bandaging skills are a little
Now we just gave him some doctor's bags, but we're gonna take one back. Oh no, okay, no, we didn't see that. I thought he did. Oops. So yeah, there's the medical supplies handled. And now we need to find some supplies for the camp. And then we'll go to the other NCR camps. We have helped them all in previous episodes, so I imagine they will be willing to send some troops. I wonder if Forlorn Hope will. Even if they're not, we are idolized by the NCR, so they will. Trying to conserve ammo. Even though we have so much ammo and so much caps still out here. Now these are radioactive, but we are a skilled enough scientist to resolve that. Though of course if you're weirdly evil, you can lie about it as well. This cave is a little more deadly. Yeah, you know what's good? The riot shotgun. Just an insane weapon. It's just by far the best weapon in the game. I don't know what to say. It just is. We'll take another Great Khan supply catch, and we'll take that long fuse dynamite. Also, I think we can make time bombs without the Mad Bomber perk, so I gotta be taking all dynamite actually. Should've been, oh, and we got some 12 gauge back. But yeah, the riot shotgun's just insane, man. Just insane. Like, there's just no way it's not the best build in this game. Riot shotgun plus shotgun surgeon plus and stay back plus hand loader plus rapid reload. See, that's a lot of also my perk choices have focused on things that benefit the riot shotgun specifically, like rapid reload. And no cowboy and no grunt, so it's like, why, you know? If it's not helping the riot shotgun, I'm not taking it. And Boone will tell us about this place. But, this is, yeah, Boone will tell
Sure.
us. We
Just don't
won't
treat me
deal
like a
with
packed ramen, okay?
It's a lot of ammo I've been given. But, yeah, it's probably best we, rob these graves, when Boone isn't here. Yep, you thought the shovel was done. The shovel's never done. I didn't really need that revolver. I'm gonna put it in a different grave. But, ammo, I'm addicted to taking. Oh, there we go. We got some 12 gauge.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a packed ramen, okay?
And, I don't really anticipate too much more using of the shovel. Possibly right by the entrance to the Honest Hearts DLC, but other than that, I think shovel's pretty much done for. There is Coyote Tail Ridge. Maybe we'll grab the location for ease later on of fast traveling. But again, that is some Boone dialogue. We don't have Boone yet. First, we're going to deal with this Great Khan. And another reason why we didn't want to bring Boone the first time around is because Boone is a member of the NCR faction. And the Great Khan is obviously a member of the Great Khan faction. And they are aggressive on sight because of how New Vegas factions work. So having Boone here complicates things. If you've already brought Boone, and for whatever reason don't want to dismiss him, which is a situation I've been in, because it'd be a pain in the ass. You just have to leave Boone outside, deal with it peacefully, sprint out of the place, and then get Boone back, and then fast travel away. And that should successfully avoid any violence. But we thought ahead from my previous experience. We learned. There's Arcade. Arcade's just killing it. All the companions are so good. Even on this one charisma. Companion nerd, companion... A little inaccurate there, but whatever. And, yeah, we thought ahead. And should be good to go with Arcade for our first pass. So, we're looking for supplies, but this guy is actually the target of Climb Every Mountain.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
Are you the one who's been raiding the refugee camp at Bitter Springs?
Refugee camp? Is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember.
What happened to your people?
We were the flails of God, the scourge of the Mojave, the best warriors and raiders in the wasteland, until the NCR tracked us back to Bitter Springs. The main force hit the canyon by surprise. While our warriors tried to hold them off, we sent our women, our children, our old through the Red Pass. NCR's 1st Recon Battalion was waiting for them on Coyote Tail Ridge. No Khan left alive. That was the order, my family.
So you've been hiding in these mountains ever since? Why?
For revenge. The NCR committed an atrocity here. An atrocity that they tried to bury and forget. I'm going to remind them.
The people at this camp aren't responsible for your family's death. They're refugees.
I know that, but what else can I do?
And interesting, he will go attack Camp McCarran. He will quickly die, but he will do it if you say that. The Khans settled in Red Rock Canyon years ago. It's time to let go of your hate and join them.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe 3 years is vengeance enough. Thank you for helping me see that. Here, this will unlock the supply caches we left in caves around these mountains. You might get some use out of them.
Yeah, we actually already unlocked them, but whatever. And, well, I guess we used it for one. And we'll see him in Red Rock Canyon. He walks there, so a nice little bit of continuity. And there's our final supply cache. But we'll see that. We won't turn in that quest quite yet because we gotta go talk to the NCR.
Hello?
And let's see. First, let's go to Camp McCarran. And once again, we will forfeit sleep in favor of energy drinks. So I think we did sleep once off camera in Novak.
Get enough hands working together and they can make or break just about anything.
Arcade has a lot more comments than most companions, so that's why a lot of people like to keep him around. But, yeah. What else was I gonna say? You know, maybe I'll rank my favorite companions. My favorite one's Boone, obviously. I think second favorite has to be Veronica. And then I think it goes Arcade, Raoul, Cass.
Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel.
We've already met multiple
What can we
times.
do for you at Camp Karen?
That hurts my feelings. Captain Giles at Bitter Springs needs reinforcements. Can you spare any?
Well, you have been a great help here, and with the saboteur dealt with. Yes, I think we can spare a few men. Consider it done. Bye.
See ya. And then in last comes Lily. I'm not a big Lily enjoyer. Sorry. And then the non-human companions. I'm a EDE over Rex guy. But one of the things that I think is interesting about the NCR is that you can like really solve their actual real world, I say real world, video game world problems. Because they are always complaining about they are always, you know what, I don't think we actually got the line of dialogue from Doc Kemp yet. I think he tells you you get a discount.
Howdy. Hey, I heard you were able to recover Morales' corpse. And thanks, you get a discount on supplies. It was a real honorable thing you done there, kid. Much appreciated.
So there you go. And he has 4,000 caps. And so he'll pay a top dollar price. You know. And only $63 doctor's bags. Yeah,
Sure.
so Doc Kemp's pretty good. I should have
Okay.
highlighted that in the in the fucking episode. I did
Here's what's cor-
Morales' quest in, but you know, we got to it eventually. I'm sure everyone is watching every episode of The Perfect Playthrough.
Thanks.
Yes, the discounts work for buying and selling in this game as well. But yes, the NCR is always complaining about like Legion raids and patrols getting sacked, and you can find the mole, and you can deal with the fiends, and you can disable Cottonwood Cove, and you can push him out of Nelson. Like the NCR is in a good spot after you help them. Like you really deal with their problems, and it really makes you feel like you have an impact on the world. At least I think so, which is one of the things I love about this game. But anyway, Contreras, you finally ready to give me that quest?
So you're back.
I'm ready for the next task.
All right. I need you to pass something off to a merchant. The guy's name is Price. The exchange goes down at Miguel's pawn shop in Westside. This next bid is very important. He's paranoid, maybe a little schizo. You have to identify yourself with a passcode or he'll shoot you right there. Just tell him you're looking for some betting advice. Then he'll say the surest move is to bet on the house.
Right. Well, does it mean anything?
Yeah, it means you don't get shot.
Fair enough. Right. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Be sure you do. If you get this last job done, full access to my stash. At a discount even, just because I like you. Get moving, watch out for raiders, and do not lose that package. Good luck.
Gotcha. Well, we are going to take a long time to finish that, Contreras. I am sorry. As you could even tell from, As you could even tell from, As you could even tell... What the hell was I gonna say?
We won't go quietly.
Well, you know what? We'll, got a little distracted there. Let's talk to Sergeant McCready. It's hard recording these.
Hot damn, look who it is.
Captain Giles at Bitter Springs needs reinforcements. Can you spare any?
After what you did getting my misfits whipped into shape, yeah, I could spare a couple boys for Bitter Springs. I'll issue the dispatch orders.
Thank you very much. Also, I saw something earlier about interesting. I did not update Ranger Station Foxtrot. I don't know what that glitch is. But, yeah, I was confused by that. I hope I did not break anything involving return to sender by taking so long.
I heard you've been helping out Quartermaster Mays. I appreciate it. We need all the help we can get around here.
And before we gotta make sure not to turn in our, Captain Giles at Bitter Springs needs reinforcements. Can you spare any?
I'll be honest. The Legion has me worried here, but I think I can spare some soldiers. Consider your request granted.
Alright, so we've done enough for him. And if we check over here, a little impact we have on the world. Lieutenant Hayes from Prim. Yep, he got over here. And the Forlorn Hope Command Center now holds First Recon. So yeah, I guess we'll talk to Tech Sergeant Reyes.
Welcome back.
Oh, you know what it is? I figured it out. The quest works by saying you need to turn in this many codes. But if Charlie is wiped out, then you need to turn in that many codes minus one. And we turned in Ranger Station Charlie's code, but then it got wiped out. So that's the bug that allowed us to miss Ranger Station Foxtrot. Okay. That's actually not a big deal because we'll be heading back there as a part of this quest anyway. Every station except Foxtrot has been given the new codes. I just haven't been to Foxtrot yet.
The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
What else did you need me to do?
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Have you heard anything unusual about any of the other ranger stations?
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but That's about it.
I'll investigate and let you know what I find out about these odd reports.
Thank you, and good luck.
Alright, I will see you later. But yeah, now what we will also do... What enemies are nearby?
My covert bandaging skills.
Oh, it's probably that frickin' bloatfly. These bloatflies are just so annoying. Alright, now we're gonna... Who else is an enemy? As you can see, Forlorn Hope is not doing great. Huge graveyard. Alright. Now we're gonna go to Novak. Now we're gonna get Boone. And it's the daytime, so we're gonna go to his room. Is he not here? Boone. Where are you? Perhaps he's in the,
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
We're going to, have to give all that stuff to Boone. So Boone should not be up here. Oh, I guess he is.
Is it time?
Let's travel together. Oh. See you, Arcade. Time for us to part ways.
Well, I thought my charm could win you over, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You sure you want me to go?
Yep.
I'll head back to the old Mormon fort. If you need me, just swing by.
Alright, now it's Boone time. Yes.
I'm ready when you are. Fine by me.
Now, Boone, you have the privilege of carrying all my stuff. Yeah, usually I just give it all to EDE, but he's on vacation, and I forgot to sell the weapons aspect of.
Sure thing. Have a look.
I bet he has some 12 gauge. Yeah, why the hell not? I forgot to sell all the weapons from our various lootings. Whatever. We have so much money, we can afford to lose a little on a deal. And you know what? I'm just going to commit to this being a very long episode. And we're going to take a brief stop at Camp Golf again. I didn't anticipate getting this part of Return to Sender done. I'm going to have to Google and see if that would cause potential bugs. As I don't think I've ever quite had it work out that way. But after this first part of Return to Sender, I believe you can get some new dialogue from Chief Hanlon, which I referenced in our first meeting. But I always like talking to the Chief. One of the better characters in New Vegas. I find myself saying that a lot about a lot of different characters, though.
You've come back to see the Chief. Nice of you to humor the radio tender. What can I do for you?
I'm investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
Do you know anything about the problems?
I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
Can you give me any advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Interesting. Let's see what he says to this.
This again? All right, what do you want to know?
Oh, he's not, Well, it seems like it's not a big deal to Chief Hanlon. And he even got, upset when I brought it up, so I guess it must not be a big deal. That, lets you in on the quest a bit. We should, put I forgot to remember to forget on,
This is the place. We got sent from Camp Gulf looking for some cons who've been making trouble with one of our settlements. I guess one of the settlers was connected because we sent everything we had. We figured this was a gang hideout, but they'd led us to their home. There's a ridge called Coyote Tail on the south side. That's where we set up.
Interesting. The Great Khan we met up in the mountains mentioned this as well. But now we can see there's a lot more NCR troopers around, I think, as we have sent them reinforcements. So that should help if there's any sort of Legion activity. But let's talk to the Cap.
You're back. Any progress on saving our skins?
These supplies are irradiated, but if we filter them with Rad-X, they'll be safe.
We do have some spare Rad-X in the supply tent. That might work. Thank you.
I've dealt with the attacks on the camp. They won't be a problem anymore.
You did? Who was it? Any information you could give me would be a big help for my reports.
It was a Great Khan named Oscar Velasco. His family was killed by the NCR, and he wanted revenge.
I should have expected as much. There's still a lot of bad blood between the Khans and the NCR ever since the incident here.
You mean the massacre 3 years ago?
The incident, yes. It was a tragic mistake, but the NCR has done everything it can to make amends since then.
Like what? It looks to me like the NCR ran the Khans out of Bitter Springs altogether.
We provided medical aid to the wounded, all the wounded, and permitted the Khans to resettle at Red Rock Canyon.
Well, it's taken care of now. I convinced him to leave Bitter Springs alone.
I don't know how you did it, but thank you.
And, as you can see, some of the NCR feel like Bitter Springs is not a big deal. Well, all of the Khans feel like it is a very big deal, you know. NCR downplays it a little. I found these supply caches in some caves up the mountain. Maybe they'll help.
Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Thank you. This will be a tremendous help.
And are things going better at the camp now?
Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. I can't offer much of a reward, but know that the NCR is very grateful.
And this time I don't need any reward. Just keep these people fed and healthy, because what she gives is crap.
That's very generous of you.
I don't even want it in my inventory.
Anything else I can do for you?
And how are things?
Thanks to your help, I think Bitter Springs has a real shot at surviving. Thank you again.
Alright, so there you go. Now Bitter Springs is ready to go. The NCR flag is no longer upside down. We have helped it out. And so now we'll head down to Coyote Tail Ridge for Boone's quest. And we'll wait for Boone to catch up. Yeah.
Christ. They put the graveyard here.
Boone does not think this is an appropriate place for the graveyard, as this is where these people were killed. And we'll drop a save just to be safe, as we are an hour into the episode.
Canyon 37. That's what the NCR calls the pass down there. It was the Khan's only escape, so we set up here to guard it while the main force attacked from the front. Standing orders were to shoot on sight.
What happened?
Main force got spotted too soon. We heard shooting. And Khan started coming through Canyon 37 in bunches. It was all wrong, though. Women, kids, elderly. Wounded started coming through, too. We radioed to confirm our orders, but command didn't get what we were seeing. They told us to shoot till we were out of ammo, so that's what we did.
You did what you were supposed to as a soldier.
Yeah, well, I'm not a soldier anymore. Those rules don't seem like much of an excuse now. Anyway, I don't know why we're here. Thought maybe it'd help me see things better. I'd like to stay here for the night. Think some things over.
We can do that.
All right. We won't stay for long. Something's wrong. Got a group coming our way. Looks like a Legion raiding party. It's big. Might be too big, even for us. If you want out, I won't blame you, but I'm gonna stay. See if I can hold them off.
Why would they come to Bitter Springs?
Easy target for grabbing slaves. Bunch of refugees, just a few soldiers defending it. I don't think they're here for us. Too bad. Would have made me feel good about myself.
You don't sound surprised.
I'm not. Always figured this was how it was gonna end for me. Just didn't know when. That day you showed up in Novak, I had a feeling I was supposed to go with you. That it was time to end all this. And now I know.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Tell the truth, I think this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Now we go after the Legion raiding party. I think if they kill everyone in Bitter Springs, you fail the quest, but we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. And we're gonna take some drugs. And we don't have any turbo, unfortunately. Yeah, sucks to be you.
Show yourself, and I make.
Riot shotgun is good. Boone is good. Oh, what the hell? A little trouble there, but we're good to go. And now while we were out here, the Legion have attacked from the other way. So we gotta run back. And pro tip, you run faster without your gun out. If it's a two-handed weapon, such as the riot shotgun. Luckily, we have reinforced Bitter Springs, So, we should be good to go. And it looks like we got here just in time to stop the Legion. So the dogs got here a little quicker. There they are. I don't think anyone died.
We made it through after all. Not sure what to make of that.
Why aren't you sure?
Thought my time had come. For a minute there, everything made sense. I could feel the end coming. I was ready for it. Now, I'm back where I was.
No one is judging or punishing you. Things just happen.
If that's how it is, there's not a lot of comfort in knowing it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this.
You can't take back what you've done, but your regrets can set you on a better path.
I guess they brought us here. One less Legion raiding party running loose now. Never a bad thing, you can take my word for that. Still feels like I'm living on borrowed time. But I don't see any reason not to take a lot more of those sons of bitches with me. You got a point. There's still some things I can do before all this is over.
And now he has the first recon survival armor. And he gets the happy ending. So, why not? And then now, this is pretty much the end of the episode. We're just gonna level up and go loot all these hunting rifles, sell them, and prepare for Old World Blues. And I'll do the level up on screen, but I think the rest of it I'll go for off screen. But it's just going to be selling hunting rifles and deciding what I want and don't want to bring to the DLC. So let's see. Let's look at our little scrawlings here. Repair 73. We're done with repair. Boom. Repair's done. Sneak 80. We're done with sneak. That's good. And I think the next one will go into medicine. I think we're definitely done with lockpick. Yeah. Yeah, we're super done with lockpick. And let's see, speech. Yeah, we're very done with speech as well. I think that we're just going to find a science that we're comfortable with and be bumping up survival and medicine for the rest of the run. We got almost too many level up. We might have to invest in barter, because that would be the next thing. But even then, so we're doing great on skills. Boone has his sweet first recon survival armor, though I might give him the ranger armor. And that's it for this episode. Next episode, Old World Blues. I will see you then. Looking forward to it.